So the main point that I want to put forward with this thing is that whenever you're choosing the tool, you need to choose the tool based on the kind of work that you want to do, right? So if you want to get started with graphic design बहुत एक broad चीज़ है, राइट? उसमें UI UX डिज़ाइन आता है, उसमें लोगो डिज़ाइन आता है, उसमें नॉर्मल यूट्यूब थंबनेल सोशल मीडिया ग्राफिक्स आते हैं. सो यूट्यूब थंबनेल सोशल मीडिया ग्राफिक्स इन सब चीज़ों के लिए यू नीड टू चूज फोटोशॉप, राइट? उसके लिए यू कैन नॉट rely on Illustrator. If you want to do logo design, packaging design, then you need to master Illustrator. ठीक है? If you want to do UI UX design, then you need to master Figma, नहीं तो Adobe XD, right? So these are all tools. Every tool has a specific purpose of its own, and you need to choose your tool based on the kind of work that you want to do, right? अब कौन सा काम करना है वो कैसे फिगर आउट करना है, ठीक है? तो कौन सा काम करना है वो कैसे हम लोग फिगर आउट कर सकते हैं, दैट इज बाय एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग, राइट? यू हैव टू एक्सपेरिमेंट एंड फिगर आउट योर नीश. तो मुझे भी क्या काम पसंद आता है, लाइक मुझे ग्राफिक डिज़ाइन अच्छा लगता है, बट मतलब मुझे सोशल मीडिया ग्राफिक्स ये सारी चीज़ें डिज़ाइन करना ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है, बट दैट नेसेसरीली माइट नॉट बी ट्रू फॉर यू, राइट? सबको सब चीज़ पसंद नहीं आती. So you can only understand what you like when you actually try it out, right? So try doing logo design, okay? Try doing a social media design. Try doing a UI UX design. See which one you enjoy the most. That is very important. Okay, so that is how you figure out your niche. So figure out your niche, then choose the tool. Okay, then you can master that particular tool, right? अगर तुम्हें मजा ही नहीं आ रहा वो चीज़ करके तो वो करके फायदा ही नहीं है ना वैसे भी, राइट? सो दिस इज द मेन थिंग. अब जिन लोगों को पता नहीं है, मतलब वो टेक्निकली फ्री कैसे करना होता है फोटोशॉप को, दे कैन यूज दिस साइट. दिस इज कॉल्ड फोटोपी. दिस इज लाइक अ मतलब ऑनलाइन वर्जन ऑफ फोटोशॉप, एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो फॉर पीपल जिनका उतना पावरफुल लैपटॉप नहीं है मे बी टू स्टार्ट विद. This works on the browser. This is called photopea.com. इसमें you can access all kinds of PSD files to Photoshop में काम करते हैं, right? So this is like a free alternative. You guys can take a screenshot or whatever you want. So this is like a free alternative that you can use. ठीक है? So that is like the first section. इसमें कोई भी any questions please you can ask if there are any questions. Acha, Corel Draw. So Corel Draw is again like that is also more in line with Illustrator. थोड़ा I think उसमें भी vector वाले illustrations या vector वाले काम ज़्यादा होते हैं, ठीक है? But again you need to see जो software हम लोग choose करते हैं ना, it is like you also need to think कि moving down the line इसमें I can also find alternative resources, ठीक है? तो for Photoshop the amount of tutorials that you can find is way more than what you can find for Corel Draw. तो क्या होता है कि अगर तुम कहीं पे अटक जाओगे ना तो you can always figure out कि you always have the option to figure out कि इसको कैसे मैं solve कर सकता हूँ, because there is inherently more information about Adobe software on the internet, right? So it is always better to use like a more popular software than using software which is थोड़ा niche, right? Which is the first type of design, graphic design you suggest for beginners. I'll come to that. ठीक है? I'll come to that part. All right? I'll come to that part. ठीक है, अब मुझे टूल पता चल गया कि मुझे कौन सा टूल सीखना है, लेकिन अब सीखना कैसे, राइट? सो हाउ टू एक्चुअली लर्न द टूल. सो अगेन फॉर मी इट हैज़ ऑलवेज बिन यूट्यूब. सो मैं सेल्फ डॉट डिज़ाइनर हूँ, तो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू टेल यू समथिंग डिफरेंट. टू बी ऑनेस्ट, मैं जैसे सीखा हूँ मैं वही बोलने की कोशिश करूँगा. एंड टू बी ऑनेस्ट देयर I'm giving you like recommendations. ये कुछ बहुत ही popular recommendations है. GFX Mentor, Pixel Perfect. These are very popular recommendations. If you are comfortable in Hindi, you can check out GFX Mentor. If you want some advanced like composition, जो थोड़े advanced Photoshop चीजें होती हैं, you can check out Pixel Perfect for that. Satori Graphics is really good for resources. It is an English channel. It's very good for resources. It's very good for project-based works. Like if you want to create a very specific graphics, so how you can create that graphics. It's very good for also understanding design principles. So Satori Graphics is the channel for that. And the next one is Adobe in a minute. Like मैं जो अभी बात कर रहा था about Photoshop, right? So if whenever you get stuck, suppose you get stuck at a particular problem where you want to create something, and if you're not able to create it, you can actually go on YouTube and just search for that solution, right? And this is a channel, Adobe in a Minute, which has 1 minute solutions. You get 1 to 2 minute solutions for everything, right? So these are like 1 to 2 minute tutorial for every problem that you can possibly face. So a great channel for that, like quick solution, and then you can move on, right? Then there is Nikhil Power again. He is also great with these project based thing, UI UX design you want to do, graphic design, a particular kind of graphic design you want to make. You can always just go and check his videos. He makes an entire project and shows you how he's doing it, right? And then Rajiv Mehta again, if you want to stay aware about trends, okay, which is important. Like you need to stay aware of what trends are coming in design, like what are the new graphic design trends that are going to come in 2026. Then this is a channel that you can follow, right? So every channel has their own unique USPs. So I just discussed all those things, and these were pretty good enough for me to do the things that I wanted to do. So yeah, 100% recommended. And if you want to, if you don't like YouTube for some reason, and if you want to learn the tool hands on, like as a teacher तुम्हें कोई सिखा दे, then this is a great tool, a very underrated tool, Google AI Studio. ठीक है? So have you guys used Google AI Studio ever? Okay, some of them I think have used it. Okay, I see a lot of questions. I'll get to the questions. So Google AI Studio, I think many of you have used it, but I don't think it's that popular. But very underrated. ठीक है, Google AI Studio में क्या होता है कि you can share your screen the way that I'm sharing my screen right now. You can just share your screen when you're doing Photoshop, and you can ask questions to the AI, that how do I create a canvas, and it will show you, it will guide you, it will tell you that go to this tool and click on this button, and now this is how you can actually create the canvas and all, right? So it's very powerful, right? So it's a very good AI tool. It recently came out, I think earlier this year, and one of the underrated tool for learning anything. Whether you want to learn about any new software, you just need to share your screen, tell, ask the AI what you want to learn, and it will guide you through the entire software by itself. Okay, so 100% recommended. Super powerful, right?